big storylines here today is the running back has a chance to make history in this league. He has been one of the most productive backs all season long, and today he can break the record for most rushing yards in a season. Coach said, we have him in the script early. We want to establish him and dominate at the line of scrimmage. The problem, the defense knows it too and might load the box. We'll see who wins this game of chess here so far in the first quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have the football first. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. Drops back on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
At the 40, there he goes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Makes a man miss. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds his target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job there. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay.
He caught it. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team D.
Snake gets it done.
Yeah.
Quarterback changing the play. The give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Had to force that one.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is
the Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Turning it on! The 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Owls! This crowd absolutely...
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
To the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They give it back to him. Maybe some room here. He's at the 30. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, that is textbook football 101. It's what every defensive coordinator is yelling on the sidelines. Sudden change. They want to be aggressive, capitalize on the momentum. They force the turnover on defense. Offense, they take a shot down the field, and they connect.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for a score. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
It's complete to the right.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down to the air. Rush is on. Trying to make magic with his feet. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Owls with the 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Turns it upfield. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bernard. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fired in. They'll run it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for room. It's Phillips. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. hand it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, going to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Under pressure, finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Looking for room. It's Phillips. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Powers inside. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On the move. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Right back to it. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense?
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Gonna run it. It's Phillips. He's past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Ford Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The give to the left side. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Woody. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Third down play from the gun. Right side, it's Phillips. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick.
And he's in. Touchdown, Florida. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. On the move, it's Phillips. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Owls. Rolled into the end zone. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere to go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. There's a crease. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, it.